Thank you so much. Molweni Makhanda. Andiniva molweni Makhanda. I have been told, Uba, this is a festival. So I am hoping we are all in a festive mood. We will not be very formal because it is a festival. Ladies and gentlemen, let me welcome everyone to the 48th chapter of the National Arts Festival. You will remember that we have been virtual for about 2 years. So we have been missing our live performances. But I think in that time, we've also learned the importance of going virtual and also moving into what is now known as the Fourth Industrial Revolution. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Phumza Mfenyana. Dilibele, Dingulanga, Dingumafu, Dingulchaba, Dingundaba inyukwa, Dingunondanda kuphakanyiswa. I come from Lomhlaba Umhle wase Eastern Cape. I am very proud of being someone that is born and bred from this area. My mother on Dizalayo, uthole, uqaqane, ulwandle, usuka kulomhlaba wamamfingo. And therefore I feel as if I have come back home by being here. Let me first acknowledge phakathi kwethu the presence of our dignitaries, starting with umama wethu, the Honorable Speaker of our National Parliament, umama uNosiviwe Maphisa Nqakula. Can we give a hand for her? Akahambi yedwa ke, uhamba neqala lomzabalazo utata uCharles Nqakula, naye simnike izandla. Let me acknowledge also umphathiswa obambeleyo apha ephondweni kule department yethu kaDizrak, umama uHonorable Sphokazi Mani Lusithi, simphe izandla. Kodwa ke ekubambeleni kwakhe ngoba ke abaphathiswa bethu siyabathanda bayasebenzisana. They always work together. Umama wethu osiphetheyo osibhexeshayo, the leader of our department is in the house, although she is not feeling very well and has asked umama Umani Lusithi to assist. And therefore I want us to also acknowledge the leader of our department, the Honorable MEC Ufezeka Nkomonye. Let us clap hands for umphathiswa. Difako ezizibane ke mphathiswa, uyayazi uba ndiyakuthanda kuloo ndawo ukuyo. Nto nje ezizibane zenza ndingaboni nokuba ndithetha nabani. So ungathi andikujonganga. Again, ladies and gentlemen, sifike eMakhanda siphethwe kumasipala local municipality yalapha eMakana local municipality, and therefore it is very important that we must acknowledge abaphathi bethu abakhoyo abasihostileyo within this particular municipality, and that is the Honorable Councillor Yandiswa Vaga, the Executive Mayor Yamakana. Let us clap hands for umama wethu uYandiswa Vaga. Because I have to continue with my program, I am only going to acknowledge the one person who makes sure that at the end of the day my salary gets paid, otherwise I will be in trouble. And therefore I will now acknowledge umphathi wephondo lethu, the head of our department, umama Usibongile Mpofu. Let us all clap hands for her. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to ask at this moment, we will continue to acknowledge the presence of Izithwalandwe phakathi kwethu, but we must continue with our program. I would ask that we all prepare ourselves for the singing of our national anthem. We have a choir that will take the stage as they prepare to help us. Uyabona ke phakathi ephondweni xa siphakama sisima ngenyawo. Phakathi ephondweni sinikwe oluxanduva lokuba phakathi kwezinto esizenzayo sifundise nangezi zinto sithi zi-national symbols phaa kula department yethu. Sinencwadi ke phaa, ndicela siphakame sime ngenyawo for the singing of the national anthem. Sinencwadi ke phaa, as we keep quiet sizawufumana umhobe wethu. Sinencwadi ke phaa esiyinikiweyo efundisa ukuba xa kuculwa umhobe thina bantu bangengomongameli simelwe kukumanjani na. So ndifuna ukuthatha elithuba ke ukuba ndifundise lonto phamba singene kumhobe wethu ukuba the rest of us are meant to stand with our hands on our sides. I know that sima ngendlela ndike ndiyibone lonto leyo nalapha xa sibukele ukuba abantu banendlela bamangazo kodwa ikhona indlela ekumele uba sima ngayo. Namhlanje ndifuna sonke ke senze lo exercise. We stand as we are standing in attention with both of our hands next to us as we sing umhobe wesizwe. Let us give over to the choir. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Another round of applause for our choir. Ikwaya yethu ke kuthiwa xa ibizwa yi-Artivo Quartet. Artivo Quartet. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we will not start our program without being formally welcomed into the municipality. And therefore, we will ask the Honorable Councillor Yandiswa Vaga, the Executive Mayor of Makhanda Local Municipality, to come and give us the welcome address. A round of applause for Councillor Eseza Ngapambi. The Executive Mayor, Aibo, izandla ezingaka na? Aibo. Another round of applause.
Program Director, thank you very much. Honorable Speaker of the National Assembly, Mamunos Fiwe, Mapisa Ngagula, Notata Ngagula, the MEC of DISRAC, the acting MEC, and also the MEC of Social Development, the Executive Mayor of Sarah Batman District Municipality, the Speaker of Sarah Batman District Municipality, members of the Executive that are here, the Speaker of Makhanda Local Municipality, and Mbonike kodwa ndamazi ukhona. Fellow councillors, chairperson, NAF board, Tatu Mjegula, ehamba nomama uMjegula, members of the NAF board, the VIPs and representatives that are here, the director of the National Arts Festival, director generals from all government departments, the personnel of the National Arts Festival office, the members of the local and international media, members of the public, and the friends of the city of Makhanda, and last but not least, the Festinos. Good evening to you all, Molweni. We had to wait for more than 2 years before we could meet, chat, and recall memories about the past National Arts Festivals. 2 years is rather a very long time to wait to meet your friends. That one eagerly waits to in June and July for every year. We missed the joy and fun that the artist brings to the festival city during this time of the year. Having said that, I must at the same time state the fact that I'm aware that not all of us are back to partake and enjoy the festival. Allow me, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Makhanda Municipal Council, to pass our sincere condolences to the relatives and friends of those who were sadly taken away from us by the COVID-19 pandemic. The cold winter months were not the same with you not being around Makhanda. We even loved the chilly weather that you bring with you every time you arrive in our city, like today, and tomorrow is going to be worse than today. But for those who are coming to enjoy the National Arts Festival for the first time, I must tell you that you have committed a serious crime if you did not bring your warm clothes with you. Ladies and gentlemen, the citizens of Makhanda are one of the blessed communities or cities in the world. This city has been hosting one of the world's renowned festivals. Internationally acclaimed artists have been gracing the stages of the venues that are set up during the National Arts Festival. Every year, we have set a date to meet or see in close proximity high-profile personalities, artists, ambassadors, ministers, TV and radio personalities, sports stars, the list goes on. The economy of this area gets an injection that runs to millions every year during the National Arts Festival. The local people are guaranteed jobs every year during the NAF. The local artist gets to be exposed and they get to be taught new artistic skills through the various workshops that are run during the festival. The school kids gets to be treated to a variety of kiddies shows, and in some instances, they get to meet their favorite cartoon characters played by actors. We get to eat the most exotic food that one always dreamed of, because the place gets to be filled with food stalls and that are selling every kind of food that you can think of. It becomes the same situation when it comes to clothes and artifacts. All in all, one gets to be spoiled for the choice during the National Arts Festival. The Makhanda municipality's relationship with the National Arts Festival is an unwavering and unshaken one. It started here. It must be nurtured here, strongly every year. It must stay in Makhanda. With the sponsors and stakeholders that we have, the opportunity to grow National Arts Festival to be the leading festival in the world is in our minds and hands. This festival is a well-oiled machine. All it needs is to be turned into a space shuttle that will land on the light side of the moon. Our national and provincial government supports the National Arts Festival. The National Arts Festival is one of the shining activities and an example of what social cohesion should be, fostered and practiced. As indicated above, people from all walks of life come to be part of the National Arts Festival. It is a place where different cultures meet every year. The Makhanda municipality will always avail the resources that we have at our disposal to ensure that the National Arts Festival becomes a success every year. It is going to be the same this year. Our personnel are already put on standby for every eventuality that might be there and that will need the municipality's attention or the municipality is responsible for. Yesterday, we held one of our state of readiness meetings, and I was very happy to realize that the municipality is ready to receive you all in Makhanda. The South African Police Services and other emergency services held a parade earlier today, indicating that they are ready for action and to protect and serve us throughout the festival period. Inform them if you need anything, any help. We want you to be safe at all times. Makhanda is a historic and beautiful place. Our people are full of hospitality. If you want to experience township life, you can spend a night in one of our township bed and breakfast, Okwam eMagana. Just go on, or you can even go to Makhanda Tourism website or call their offices to get some guidance on interesting places that one might want to visit. In conclusion, let me thank all those who have been planning to make this year's National Arts Festival a success. Your efforts are appreciated and keep on making us proud. Ladies and gentlemen, let me officially welcome you to the 2022 official opening of the National Arts Festival. Enjoy and have loads of fun. Thank you. Enkosi baya dankie.
Make simthande ngezandla umeya wethu. Hayi uyathandwa meya, uyathandwa. Ndiyakuva ukufudumala kweMakhanda xa uthethayo ukuba nyhani uthetha umuntu othandwayo. Well, Mayor, I can assure you ukuba as the department ka-DISRAC, which is the Department of Sports, Recreation, Arts and Culture, we have been in this partnership with the local municipality for the last 20 years, and we have no intention of pulling away because we can see all the good work that is being done by the festival. In 2024, ladies and gentlemen, it will be the 50th chapter of the festival. I think that alone deserves a round of applause. Now let me tell you why that is important, because mhlambi you may not understand the importance of us being able to achieve that. A lot of programs that were going very well before 2020 no longer exist because of the period we've been through. But the festival has managed to push through, and as I can see from this room, it looks like we are still going strong. And I think for that alone, we must acknowledge it with a round of applause. Well, we are nothing, ladies and gentlemen, without the people who support the work that we do. And I would like to take some time to acknowledge some of our guests that are with us today who keep on giving support to the work that is done as part of this festival. I will start ke apha ekhaya ukwenzela uba ndiphinde ndibizwe umsebenzi wami le tender ndingayiluzi. So ndizawuqala kuqala ngabantu ababalulekileyo balapha eMakhanda ndithi okokuqala mandithi kumzi waseTopia kubishop wethu uBishop uBongani Mcuba kulondawo kuyo Nyawonhle. We acknowledge you. We also acknowledge Councillor Rami Xonxa, the chairperson of corporate services in the municipality, Councillor Zodwa Cethu, the chief whip of the council yaseMakhanda, Councillor Mthutuzeli Machumza, the speaker of the council, as well as the municipal manager, Mr. Mopo Mene. Can we give them all a round of applause? Yes, yes, yes. Hey, HOD, ngizofuna uzophangela apha. Indlela ba-acknowledge ngayo abathandwa ngayo abantu balapha ingathi zawufuna utyesha ndibuyele kweli cala. Can we also then acknowledge from the Greater District Municipality, the Executive Mayor, Councillor wethu, Councillor Divorce? Can we give them a round of applause? I am also told that we have someone who's quite important, not to say other people are not, but we have phakathi kwethu the CEO of the National Arts Festival, Miss Monica Newton. Can we give her a round of applause? Can we also acknowledge the board members of one of our local museums, the Albany Museum? I've heard a lot about this museum. It's quite popular in the province. I would like to know why. So the interested very much in that museum. Can we give them a round of applause, colleagues? We have phakathi kwethu also the provincial manager of Old Mutual, Mr. Vuisile Koko. Can we give him a round of applause? The acting CEO of one of our institutions, ECPEC, Mr. Nkasawe. Can you wave where you are, Tatungasawe, and can we give him a round of applause? Can I also acknowledge the board members of National Arts Festival, which are led by Mr. Mjekula? Can we give them a round of applause? Can we also acknowledge the CEO of the ECPTA, Mr. Vuyani Daimani phakathi kwethu? Let's acknowledge him. Can you just wave where you are? Sikubone. Thank you, sir. Councillor, Councillor bendimbizile. Ingathi bendimbizile uCouncillor. Can we then also ukwenzela uba ndingaqunjelwa ubuyela kwami eofisini? Can we also acknowledge management of the department kaDizrak? I saw uGM phakathi kwethu. UGM bapo GM bambe ndibabonile kodwa phakathi kwethu nanku ya uGM Gobhozi simqhwabela izandla bethuna. Thank you. We've got also GM wethu kwa corporate services uMamuzondeki. Can you wave ma'am where you are? Can we give her a round of applause? Well, colleagues, we are now going to move on with our program. Get ready, we've got some wonderful performances. I dingumntu ke ongazithandi kakhulu amehlo kodwa namhlanje ngithanda ubona ezi stage ndafuna le pulpit mayibe pha ukwenzela uba ndishumayele ibe pha kwi-center bishop kwathiwa kum hayi into esiyifunayo qho xa ugqiba uthetha mani uyozimela ngoba esi stage sinabantu abazawuperforma akufuneki ke ube khona xa kuperformwayo. So prepare yourself. We've got some very wonderful performances that are coming. But before we get there, we are going to have a message of support from the chairperson of the National Arts Festival Board, and that is Mr. Ayanda Mjekula. Ndicela ke simphe izandla ezifudumele njengeziya zikameya. Eseza ngaphambili utata. Hayi asifudumelanga izandla ungaphakami tata Mjekula. Eke hayi ke ungeza ke ngoku Masimpeni izandla seza ngaphambili.
Program Director, I think as I approach the last quarter of my life, I seem to be getting some accolades I'm not used to. Thank you for that. I've even been called honorable when I was actually asked by the Minister of Water Affairs and Sanitation to serve on the Amatola Water Board. I said, honorable. I've never been called honorable. But these things happen. If I do not mention you by name, don't blame it on me. Blame it on the people who gave me the names. But obviously, I've got to acknowledge, Madam Speaker, Me Nosiviwe Ngakula, MEC Mani Lusiti, and MEC Ngomonye, who are ardent supporters of this festival. We really appreciate your support. Councillor DeForce, and of course, Honorable Mayor Councillor Vacha of this city, who we had a meeting with earlier this year in February, to be exact, to say that never in the history of the festival have we on our agendas as a board put an item which was asking the question, should we continue to hold this festival in Makhanda? Because I said the infrastructure of the city is such that it negates the tremendous support, the tremendous investment, as a matter of fact, that is made to this event by DESREC. She undertook to work on the infrastructure. It's work in progress. I think in her there is the political will to really do something. She is putting good faith effort into improving the infrastructure of the city. Fellow National Arts Festival board members, ladies and gentlemen, all protocol observed. It is a privilege and honor to welcome you all back to the live National Arts Festival in 2022. You don't have an idea how thrilled I am to see this venue with its seats full. For me, the occasion is bittersweet. As I step down for many years in services to the festival as its board member, I am pleased to be able to do so in your presence in Makhanda, the city we all love so much. I don't even want to mention the number of years that I have served on this board. It's so embarrassingly long. But I'm getting used to this type of thing. I served on the council of the University of Fort Hare for 20 years. I have served in South Africa for the last 15 years. I still serve on South Africa Investment Company of Mr. Saki Makazoma. I'm serving on the board of Kucha. I've been there for the last 15 years. So there must be something I'm doing right. But I can reassure you that I leave this organization in good hands, though having invited a range of new board members to take up the task of steering the festival towards its 50th anniversary. Amongst others, we've got Commissioner Tembekile Bonakele, and we've got Dr. Sipho Mahala, Inzala Yalabechini, and others who are going to succeed us, because we're saying that we are in the era of the fourth industrial revolution, and we need to rotate members and get new ideas by people who will take this festival forward. During my tenure, we have seen the National Arts Festival grow and change, yet remaining a place for expression, artistry, and joy. Our stages have launched many a career, inspired many to become artists, encouraged thousands to be lovers of the arts, a proud legacy indeed. Our 48th year brings with it much to celebrate with our wonderful partners, the Eastern Cape Province, Standard Bank, Department of Sports, Arts and Culture, Distel, Sarah Bartman District Municipality, Eastern Cape Parks and Tourism, Eastern Cape Development Agency, and Business and Arts South Africa. The festival would not be possible without you. And we greatly appreciate your support. Artists are back on live stages. Guest houses are getting full, and the festival is back doing what it does so well, presenting a world-class experience for all. This is all good news. 2 years ago, a lot of people signed it off, sounded the death knell of this festival, because we couldn't have it in person. And I think time has proven them wrong. We cannot ignore, however, the impact of the pandemic on all of our lives, and the arts in particular. In hard times, we need the voices of artists more than ever to get through the rough patches. But we also know how artists, creatives, technicians, and crew have suffered over the last 2 years. These losses to lives, incomes, livelihoods cannot be ignored or made light of. And one festival is not going to solve all our problems. The arts needs each and every one of us to make a conscious choice to buy a ticket, go to an exhibition, enjoy a film at a cinema, and encourage our children to love the arts. If we are going to expect that we will have dance, theater, poetry, literature, film, music, comedy, and visual arts in the future. We need companies to choose to support the arts financially and in other ways. We need society to support and respect artists and artistic work. Most of all, we need considered and joint effort from all stakeholders, as the many partners we acknowledge here today are doing, to support artistic endeavors and institutions that create value for artists and society through their activities. I am proud at the fact that the dominant theme about the arts is the concept of livelihoods. More than ever before, South Africa seems to recognize that artists do not perform to entertain. They also perform to earn a livelihood, and that has become quite a dominant thing, and I am pleased I'm leaving it at that. Inspiring a new generation to take up the baton in whatever way they can. Serving on a board, going to a festival, playing an instrument, reading a book must be our central occupation going forward. I have no doubt that the National Arts Festival will continue to play its part. I thank you.
Another round of applause. Tatum Chekula, I do believe I've got a hint of being prophetic. So if I have called you an honorable member, you need to pursue that. I will no longer call you anything else besides the honorable Mr. Mchekula. Another round of applause, colleagues. Well, we are about to have our first performance. Are you ready? I can't hear you. Are you ready? Before we call our Speaker of Parliament, we are going to have a performance by Makhanda Music Collaboration. Can we clap hands for them as they take the stage? Come on, come on, come on.
Ngenu mama kulandele mama sidoloto yo lento disho kulandele
Sfelantoni sifelilize ndiyabuza Sfelantoni
It has been indeed that they were kept in slavery until indeed they were restored to jubilation, restored to jubilee. Indeed, to the land running with milk and honey, flowing with all goodness that you can think, oh, I see it. Yes, I feel it. Indeed, I think and I imagine it. Kodwa kumbuzo mnyeju esinawo, Nkosi yami, ingaba sizelilize eksini na. Ngumbuzo mnyeju esinawo, ngaba akhona ithethayo na yonke lento. Ewe, umbelekile umama de nasemqolo wanibeleka ewe ngembeleko wandenzela ndaqhuba nobomi ndateketa ndiwabhibhidla amazinyo ndizama ukuthetha ndathetha de ndahamba ndabheka phambili kodwa konkoko ngelize mhlawumbi ke ndiyaziphendula kuba kumbuzo buciko ke ndithi lilize ewe hayi kuba ndisazi ndiqonda mhlawumbi ngenxa yokuphelelwa nokungatyelwa ngamazwi nditsho ndithi sifelilize kodwa ke noko akunoba kuphele lapha. Nkosi yami khawuhlangule kuba noko akunoba kuphele lapha. Ubumile wena ngaphambili uthetha kendlebe sakumamela sakuva ungathethi nje engqondweni kodwa uthethe emoyeni nasemphefumulweni satsho sayiqonda intoba noko siyahlanguleka noko siyancedeka sizimbula zikalujaca kodwa siyahlanguleka siyancedeka sitsho siyiqonde makufezeke noba kungankomonye sitsho siqonde ayilolize noko ayilolize noko.
Selifike
Another round of applause. That is the Makhanda music collaboration. Yabona ke londo ithetha ukuba there are a number of artists that are collaborating on that stage. Just to give you a taste of what is going to happen between now and the 3rd of July. So I'm expecting that the ticket sales are going to go up after seeing that kind of a performance. Mna ndifuna uzomamela eza violin. Hayi ndiphuma nazo eza violin uxolo. Funa i-CD yazo. Dayaba ngokuya downloadwa kodwa ke sadlala i-CD thina. So funa ba release i-CD for thina abantu be-CD. Colleagues, we are going to move on, but before we get to the next person, ubalulekile ke lo mntu. It's very important to us. But when you get a message of support from KwaNdlunkulu, the big house, you must make sure that indeed you are worth supporting. And so before we call umama wethu to come and give us that, somlomo ndifuna nje uskwiza le ndawo ithi pha kula department yethu ingu-Dizrak sinikwe olu xanduva lalwento kuthiwa ngu-priority number 6 we-social cohesion. Yinto ke that we are preaching wherever we go, that social cohesion is a very fundamental part of our own development. And the reason for that is because we want a development that has our identity. We don't want to develop for the sake of development. And when I look at these young people, I think our heritage is in good hands. And I think just for the work that is being done to make sure that our young people are able to understand our own identity in their own performances, it deserves a round of applause. We therefore are people that are committed, Kempatiswa, wam okoyo phakathi kwethu pha ephondweni, umama uNkomonye, to drive this message of social cohesion. That being defined as people willingly coming together, despite their differences in culture and beliefs, to work together towards a common goal. And I think that is the identity that we want as a country, that we can put aside all of our different backgrounds and cultural diversity and work towards building this beloved country of ours. And so we believe that mandate yethu is just as important as eziya kuthiwa ngo-economic development njalo njalo. Ngoba we don't want you to develop kanti nisinika i-American development. Sifune yethu. So ndifuna nje usikwiza lo ndawo yokuba sibalulekile phaa kwelaa phondo lethu. Colleagues, as we get ready to welcome umama wethu, ndinikwe el-paper ke HOD. Ndiyabona ukuba abanye abantu bancedwa kukufika kwe-typewriter kunye ne-laptop ngoba andiyazi le i-writing uba kuthiwa mayifundwe ngubani. Andiyazi lo mntu uba bekufuneka enze i-CV yakhe ayibhale inoba bekwawuba nzima noba afumane itorho shem. Kodwa ke ndizawuzama ukuyifunda. Ndicela uxolo uba igama lomntu ndilifunde rongo. I-artist azisebenzi zodwa. Our artists have collectives that work together with them and work together with our department to ensure that the quality of work that we produce is of the good standard. And I want to acknowledge the chairperson of one of those entities that work very closely with us, which is USIFSA, Mr. Scotty ophakathi kwethu. Can we just give him a round of applause? We also have phakathi kwethu the manager from the radio station yalapha Makhanda. Bekuthiwe ke zawubethwa ke kukutate kuthiwa nguhlongwane pha eofisini ongafuni bamagama xa wetshintshiwe siphinde sisebenzisa amadala. Ngoko andazi le radio station xa kusithiwa iRadio Grahamstown. Ndifuna ukuthi mina i-radio Makhanda. So ndizawucela phaa i-radio station Mama Pamela Zondani uba i-rebranding singaninceda ngayo. Sinibonise uba yenziwa njani nasiyimakhanda, not Grahamstown. So we will assist you with that if we have to. Ladies and gentlemen, without wasting time, we are going to have a message of support from the Speaker of our National Assembly. I am going to ask that we all give the respect that she deserves by standing as we give her a round of applause as she comes to take the stage. Umama Umapisa Ngakula, the Honorable Mapisa Ngakula, a round of applause.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Program Director. Molweni. It's good to be here. It really is. Program Director, allow me to start by acknowledging the presence of the chairperson of the board. I don't know how many years you've served, but from what we have heard, between 15 and 20, chances are you are in that range, even in the board, National Arts Festival. Thank you very much. Thank you for your service. And let me acknowledge as well the MECs, 2 MECs who are here. I will not venture into naming people in case I spoil the evening. I don't want to make mistakes. The Mayor Vacha, the Mayor Dade Force, I launched him this afternoon in another meeting, and every time he looks at me, he says, "This woman is naughty." And many other, the speakers who are here, thank you very much. I don't want to spoil your evening. If I've left you out, it's not intentional. It is because I don't know. Mayor, thank you for welcoming us to Makhanda. And I must say that some of us are still not used to calling this place Makhanda. Only a week ago, somebody got very annoyed with me because I talked about Grahamstown. And the person said, "Where is that?" And I was very quick to say, okay, it was an error. And Makhanda. And Makhanda. And I think, chairperson of the board, as you are retiring, we need to go beyond knowing and naming these places. We need to teach our young people about the rationale behind giving these names to our towns and cities. Chairperson, the artists, the young ones were here before us. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed a joyous occasion for the people of our country, for this province of the Eastern Cape and for the communities here in Makhanda to welcome the return of the physical version of the National Arts Festival this year. I'm certain that this is also a momentous occasion for our various artists and performers who for the past 2 years have not had an opportunity to perform here in the presence of an audience, which is an important ingredient in the artistic process. Program Director, the effects of COVID-19 pandemic have been particularly harsh on the arts and cultural sector, wiping out both livelihoods and lives over the period of the lockdown. It is our hope that as life gradually returns to normal, the recovery process will also bring positive results in the industry and allow the flourishing of the many artistic talents our country has to offer, such as what we have already witnessed this evening. We also wish that the recovery will continue to support the emergence of new and upcoming talent, and that the sector will once again be as vibrant and viable as it was. Of course, for the sector to recover, it will need a lot of support, and I believe that both government and the private sector have a major role to play in this regard, MEC. The forced absence of the festival itself, together with other restrictions in the tourism sector, also had a huge and negative impact on the economy of this area over the past 2 years. We believe that the return of the festival and a new environment for economic activity will be a needed boost in the efforts for local economic recovery. So while we may be deep in the winter, as you have said, Mayor, this beautiful festival of dance, music, and theater should symbolize the spring season of renewal for the arts, culture, and for the people of Makhanda. So despite the cold winter, I know the festival will bring color and vibe, reverberating warmth and goodwill. I have a sense that the board of the festival has this year pulled out all the stops to make sure that the festival indeed returns with a bang. I'm here today, not as a speaker of the National Assembly. I am here as a member of parliament who has a constituency in this town. It is in that capacity that I also pledged to be actively involved and make our contribution both in support of the festival and in its contribution to the economy, the arts, education, and jobs in the area and beyond. I'm indeed very excited and proud to be part of something so big and historic, and will also make time during the course of the remainder of my visit to the constituency to pop in and enjoy some of the shows that will be presented as part of the festival. We thank all the artists, performers, and those behind the scenes who have been part of the creation of various productions for this year's show. We also believe that your return and performances here this year will also be in honor of the memories of the many creative individuals, your colleagues, who lost their lives during COVID-19 pandemic. We know that some of the artists did not die from the COVID-19 pandemic. In the main, they died because of a depression. They could not handle the fact that their livelihoods had come to an end. Let us continue to celebrate them and the legacy they have left us. We wish the 2022 edition of the National Arts Festival a success. Diabulela, Fenyane, uzithuthile ke apha kakuhle. Andizukuthutha ke kodwa ke enkosi. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Again, another round of applause for Usomlomo wethu. Speaker, ukuva nje isename yami ibizwa nguwe is enough. Noko ndawufaka ingxelo evakalayo ekhaya. Ngoba ndawuthi hayi igama lam likhe labizwa ngu-Speaker of the National Parliament. I think I have achieved my career goals. I can go and retire. Ndawuba nento phendula abantwana bam bakhona apha in the audience. Noko I'm leaving them a good legacy. Abanawundikhalela bathi awutata zange senze lento. Uyayikhumbula la group bekuthiwe yi-Artivo Quartet? Kutata niyazi nje? Niyayazi la group kuthiwa yi-Artivo Quartet? Le ibike yasipha umhobe omnandi. Ingathi kuthiwa ikhona la group. Ingathi la group kuthiwa ikhona la group le. Nifuna ibuye? Hayi ingathi wasanubuya. Ingathi masivale. Niyafuna ibuye? Mandifeke izandla ke banifuna ibuye. Let me hear a round of applause. Aye. Those hands, aye. They are not warm. They are not warm. Come on, another round of applause. Another round of applause. Kwabantu abacula ngolu hlobo kanti apha? Oh. Sicela ubabone eTV-ni thina abantu abacula ngolu. Ayicaphukile le ifestival hayi kwenye level. Ungaphoswa. Kukho abantu imani kaloku. Kukho abantu abathi xa beculayo uvele uthi xa ubava becula uyiqonda ukuba kodwa awukwazi ucula wena. Noma ubungekho sure bathi xa begqiba ucula uyiqonda uba ukucula awukuphiwanga wena. Noba ububawela ucula uqonda uba unabasacula. Mphathiswa wam Makhanda bendibanza kuphakamisa ngegwitsho. Andinawukwazi uhlabela emveni kwalana. Hayi andinawukwazi ndixolele mphathiswa. Ndicela siphakame ke siqhobele umphathiswa wam xa esiza ngaphambili. The Honorable MEC Fezeka Ngomonye.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Mfenyan. I would like to greet Mr. Mfenyan, the program director. Ndiyabona Bele, umbele omncancisayo uba program director ubhonxile. Xa ukhokhelwa ngu-MEC oqhela uprogram director, noma umane uthatha ii-notes. Xa ndi-program director, you're doing a very good job, but ndithathe eli thuba ndibulise kusomlomo weParlamente, the National Assembly. That phansi kwakhona kwelaa khaya kuthiwa nguBut Charles. So nam ndangena kule nto yothi ngubhuti Charles, mandibulise nakuwe Tata uNqakula. Ndibulise ku MEC Mani Lusithi okhoyo apha phakathi kwethu. Osodolophu abakhoyo, no speaker babo, no chief whip. But most importantly, mandithathe lithuba ndibulise i-board ye-National Arts Festival, ngokukhokelwa nguTata uMjegula. I know I am not part of the program, as I have requested MEC Mani Lusithi to hold the fort for me. However, I requested kuba ndiyamazi uba akazothi hayi, otherwise akazoyifumana i-PMDS. I requested to Mr. Mvenyani that he gives me just less than 2 minutes. And in that 2 minutes, I will do two things. One, I will introduce MEC Mani Lusithi. And I would also like to take this opportunity to thank Tata uMjegula. Indeed, tonight is full of surprises. We are shocked that you are leaving the stage. But we are very grateful as government of this province, and I know I am speaking on behalf of DISAG. Very grateful for the service, the humility, the contribution you have made for a number of years. You have been with the National Arts Festival, a very big ship that you were steering. The National Arts Festival is the biggest festival in Southern Africa. It is the second biggest in the world. And therefore, the work you have been doing, in the past years is really no child's play. We are honored to have been served by you. You have been with the first National Arts Festival through very difficult times. Right in front of you, sponsors left. You helped us gain new sponsors. You have championed the birth of so many dreams. And I am certain that as you leave the stage, handing the baton to the younger generation, you are very happy. Because Tina, as citizens of this province, we are very pleased. Siyabulela kakhulu ngomsebenzi owenzileyo. I knew I will not get another opportunity to say these words. That's why I'm stealing this moment. Ladies and gentlemen, I am here to introduce my dearest younger sister, the youngest MEC in the cabinet. I call her Pokolina. I call her Pokolina because she is my younger sister. Andikomdala kakhulu kuye nge-age, andimshiya nge-4 years only. So sisebenzisana kakuhle kakhulu. When she is not feeling well, I am the first person she calls to come and act. So as I am not feeling well today, I requested her to act on my behalf. But today she's not only acting on my behalf, she's also acting on behalf of the Premier. MEC Mani Lusithi is the MEC responsible for social development. And she is a young, dynamic leader who has led in the structures of the ANC Youth League, the ANC. She is currently in the PEC of the ANC. She joined government in 2019. That's how young she is. I joined in 2009, so that should tell you that ndingusisi wakhe ngenene. Utshatile ke, ningamjongi. That's why in a double barrel. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Spokazi Mani Lusithi, the Pokolina herself.
Thank you. Thank you, Makhanda. Bele. Program Director, ndiyafuna ukutsho ukuba utata uCharles undiyalezile ngondinyuka uyasabela uba kuthiwa manijonge phaa ku-MEC Nkomonye ingathi isithuba sikhona. Ndibulise kuBhele osiphethelele le nkqubo, umama notata, uNqakula, Honorable Mayor, Councillor De Vos, and your speaker and the councillors from the district municipality of Sarah Batman, Mayor Vacha, the speaker, and all the councillors from Makhanda. Ndibulise kutata uMjekula, mama uMjekula enkosi ngosiboleke, utata uMjekula. Sawuphinda simboleke nathi ke kwenye indawo, because really we can't let otata uMjekula to come and retire. Uzani phaa kutata uCharles, asimncama umuntu esaphila. I want to also take this opportunity to greet all the artists and cultural activists that are with us today, members of the media, our distinguished guests, everyone who's present here today with us. Kumnandi Makhanda. Well, I think as Makhanda had said, I stand here on behalf of the government of the Eastern Cape and on behalf of Makhanda MEC Nkomonye. Simbulela ngokuza apha. I think uzincamile weza because of what having this festival today means to us as a province. Because this festival for us represents our dreams and hope for Makhanda and for our province. Sidiniwe ngabantwana bethu abathi ze bafumane udumo. Kufuneka baye ezidolophini ezinkulu bashiye iphondo lwabo. So that's why we are here. And that's why we value the work that uMjekula and your team that you do in this festival, and we continue to support it. It is indeed exciting and an honor for us to be here tonight to officially open the National Arts Festival live in Makhanda. Welcome back to Makhanda. Welcome back to the Eastern Cape. And we say this because we are not apologetic of the fact that Eastern Cape is the home of the arts. Nobu release Gauteng, Eastern Cape gave birth to you. We are indeed a hub of culture, creativity, and heritage. Ikhona enye NGO iyayazi iqanjelwa yi-Eastern Cape ingoma zayo. Because the amount of creative talent in this province remains unmatched. And we are going to correct the fact that abantwana bethu badume eMakapa, badume eMagauteng. It really needs us to work together, use the opportunities that are availed by platforms like this one to work on the development, both culturally, both economically. Arts and culture is an economic point. Arts and culture must be a contributing factor in the development of the economics of the Eastern Cape. The earlier speaker had mentioned how this is the biggest in the country and one of the biggest in the world, with a potential of positioning our province as the home of creative talent. This is an opportunity that njengephondo elikwaziyo ukuzala italent enjengale besiyibona namhlanje. Siyisebenzisa njani lonto ukuqinisekisa into yokuba ngaba i-Eastern Cape iduma njengabantu bayo. Through our support to entities like the Eastern Cape Provincial Arts and Culture Council, the East London Guild Theatre, the Nelson Mandela Bay Theatre Complex, the National Arts Festival, and various arts centers across the province, we are committed to ensuring that the Eastern Cape does not only produce talent, but our creative talent receives the necessary support for it to succeed and thrive within the borders of our province. Arts and culture is a powerful driver in creating a sense of inclusiveness and encouraging interaction between South Africans from different social backgrounds, and mobilizing active and responsible citizenry. Our task is to build a nation that encourages dialogue, fosters social cohesion, and celebrates its culture and heritage. Our unique and rich heritage must be used to inspire pride among local citizens and draw visitors to South Africa. Arts and culture is a way of showcasing who we are. It is an outward reflection of our identity as the people. The united South African nation that we seek to build must be a nation with a clear identity expressed through its national symbols, arts, culture, and heritage. Through our support to the arts, we will ensure that our story as the people comes alive in theater stages, canvas, sculpture, film, and many other platforms. This festival is a showcase of everything the South African art community has to offer, complemented by international acts from India, the Philippines, Japan, Brazil, and Belgium. It is back in its spiritual home of Makhanda, after being reborn as a digital festival over the last 2 years. The Eastern Cape Showcase is also returning to our live stages with performances by the Eastern Cape Ensemble, Litfest, the Kawanda Music Festival, and other wonderful craft products at the Village Green. This year's festival is a testament to the strength and resilience of partnerships built over a number of years, who together with the Eastern Cape Provincial Government, the National Department of Sports, Arts and Culture, the Sarah Baartman District Municipality, Eastern Cape Parks and Tourism Agency, and Makhanda Municipality as the host, makes the event possible. Standard Bank, Distill, media partners, SAFM and Radio 2000 are flying the flag high for arts sponsorships. As the Eastern Cape government, we remain committed to supporting and growing this festival to reach new heights. Makhanda 50. Our focus is on making this festival an inclusive platform to showcase the talent of the province, of the country, and the African continent. As we are en route to NAF 50 in Makhanda, tonight is not really a night of long speeches. We want to celebrate the talent that is in the Eastern Cape. Welcome back to Makhanda. Together we're going to make NAF 50 happen. In Makhanda, it's going to be bigger, it's going to be grander. And goes. Thank you very much.
Can we give another round of applause for Umama Wetu, the Honorable Uspoka Zimani Lusiti? Another round of applause. You mentioned a number of important points, MEC. One of them being that the arts sector is an economic sector, and it must be given its acknowledgement. Elolo hlobo. That is something that I think deserves another round of applause. Sine Sine conversations ke mphathiswa pha departmentini ezifaka ngoku o entrepreneurship no enterprise development xa sithetha nge-artist andazi utata uScott noba usekhona na ngoku sifuna ujonga ezo zinto zokuba apha kwi-performance yakho ingabi revenue yakho iyenyuka na are you becoming sustainable yabona ke uba ubungumntu obawela ucula waze wadiscouragewa ila performance wazibona ukuba into yakho ayikho emculweni ndifuna uba uzukuzame ujonga ke ngoku kule group ilandelayo ngoba ngoku sizawungena emdanisweni yabona kuba woyiswe apha ke ngoku mna nawe funeka siwuthenge umculo singaculi besike sanayo nalo discussion mphathiswa yokuba xa umama efika pha departmentini esithi umntanam uyakwazi ucula sithini ngoba omnye umve eshawareni waqonda uba lo mntana funeka esapotiwe nakanjani so asizusapota wonke umuntu uba ngaba nomculo nedance ayo yakho siyakucela uba wena kawuzama ukulima mani mhlawumbe uphiwe utyala not ukujiva. Ladies and gentlemen, can we welcome a dance by B. Fabs? Come on, another round of applause. Makhanda!
Culture, religion, and media have brainwashed society into believing that a man should always be a strong pillar of strength for his family. But what about the days you feel weak, hurt, or overwhelmed by life? Real, pure, intentional love brings out the best in us. We put on ego and pride as a mask in public. But wait. Deep down we are vulnerable and feel weak sometimes. That's why we need a soulmate to vent out to, so that we stay afloat and don't drown in depression.
I am skin, soul,
Another round of applause. B-Fabs. B-Fabs. Hayi andikho napha ekudaniseni. Sike ndadinwa kuyibukela nje. Ndingakhange ndiyenze ngokwam uyijonga nje. Ndadinwa on their behalf. Ndicela siphinde sibaphe izandla. You know, it may seem as if we belabor the point of e-arts becoming an economic sector, but I think when we see the quality of work that comes out of our young people, we realize uba future yabo is very bright. It's not just about ukwenza eza jive zethu kwakusithiwa zizikere yana bazintoni ezinye. Abantwana bangoku bajive into ebonakalayo ba funeka kube kanti uyakwazi ubaleka ukube sejimini ukuze ukwazi uyenza. So indeed we believe that this is world class in terms of what we are seeing. Well, colleagues, we are drawing towards the end of the formal program yethu. I hope I have acknowledged all our dignitaries. If by some reason I have not, I want to apologize for that. Ila writing imbi. Ibibhaliwe sawublame yona. We are going to have a vote of thanks that will come from the Honorable Executive Mayor of Isara Bartman District Municipality, Councillor Dion DeForce. Can we please have a round of applause for Councillor eseza ngaphambili? Hayi kaloku ngumeya naye kutheni ngathi kukwidolwana.
Thank you very much, Program Director. I think I have the best task to perform here because everyone which talked have thanked the other one before the other one was talking. So my task is very brief. Honorable Speaker of the House, I'm not working alone. And yakachwa nam apa kule now. I am someone who's accompanying me. I have arranged with the program director not to mention that person's name. We have arranged it because I want also to use this platform to do it. Now that Mr. Mjegula is retiring, there's someone who's starting. I'm the Akachwangu MM1. I have intentionally asked him not to mention that person here because I want to use this vote of thanks to do it. Ikachwangu mamu unati 10 years. She is the municipal manager of Sarah Apartment District Municipality. She is newly appointed. She just started in the 1st of June. Because we also want to follow this thing of bringing in new blood, because we are not all understanding this new technology and so on. Let me take the opportunity to do the vote of thanks. Let me first start at the beginning. I want to thank the Honorable Mayor, Executive Mayor Vaga, for the warm welcome she was doing when she was welcoming us here. You know what? Some things happen with a reason. When I left the office, I came to do a welcoming here, Honorable Speaker. But when I was sitting there and I listened to a welcome, I said to myself, I would not have been able to do it better than she did it. Because she has a sense of understanding what this festival is meaning to Makhanda and to its people. And she started by welcoming everything, what we will all be enjoying, the food, the dance, the music, and everything which goes with it. So thank you for that warm welcome, Honorable Executive Mayama. You did a good job in that one. Let me also take the opportunity to thank our Honorable Speaker, who hijacked me today. Now I have a name to call, I can't call it here. And when she was talking here, and I thought to myself, but what impressed me was that singer here, the last one, the one who was singing so deep. And I said to myself, I wonder if our speaker has such a voice. Well, those people continue making a noise in that parliament. Because if she could have used her voice at that tone, I think they will all get shocked and never want to make point of orders anymore. Honorable Speaker, thank you very much for blessing this occasion and to be with us in this physical arts festival. Let me take both our MECs, let me thank you very much. Thank you for your blessings of this event and for continuous support and efforts to make it a success. All the councillors, all of you present, the board, Mr. Mjekula, the Honorable Speaker, for your service.